Namaste all, very good evening. How are you doing? Am I audible? Okay, yeah. This is Vishwa Reddy from PANI Deals. Today we have another live with another founder. It's been going good so far with the founders and lives. Okay, so yeah, these today we have live and walkthrough of Aimfox product, and also we have giveaway from the team. Thanks for their support. Okay, and to discuss about Aimfox actually. So there is a lifetime deal going on Rocket Hub. So we are going to have uh, live discussion with the founder and walkthrough as well, and also Q&A, and finally we also announce giveaway as well among the team. So let's briefly check what is there on the deal page. Okay, so as I said earlier, the deal is live on Rocket Hub. Okay, Aimfox. It is a LinkedIn automation tool, so you can run outreach campaigns. Actually, so there are a lot of features in it, and few of them are like automated LinkedIn outreach and lead CRM. Actually, you can manage the CRM actually, and also there is in-app search and targeting. Actually, I have I tried this already, so you can even access your previous conversations on LinkedIn. Oh, sorry. Okay, and also there is integrated inbox. That's what. So you can communicate with your leads on LinkedIn within this Aimfox. So you don't need to log into uh, LinkedIn, and you can connect the multiple accounts based upon your plan, and you can keep generating the leads. So you approach them, you send them outreaches, and uh, these are the other features like 24 by 7 lead generation, smart outreach, all conversations in one place, data-driven, efficient lead management, multi-user functionality. So you can multiple users are supported within the platform, and you can optimize the campaigns and customize it as well. So these are the features that actually I'm pretty much impressed, and the interface is also simple and very interactive. It's not so complicated, and it's ideal for most of the business people or professional people using LinkedIn. So yeah, these are the things, use cases based upon departments and stuff you want to do. Okay, so there are also demos, and there are these things like for each IP for each LinkedIn account they're actually giving dedicated IP address. This is the one of the uh, rare thing actually among the all the LinkedIn automation tools out there, because that's where you are trapped. Actually, they will track that, and there is a chance for LinkedIn account ban. So this is good thing, and integrated inbox and other stuff. Okay, and when we come to the plans, actually they have four plans. Two are for individuals, that is basic and team, one account and one user, and in the second plan tied to three seats and three users. Okay, and there are two other plans that is for agencies, so 10 seats and 10 LinkedIn accounts and 10 users seats, and agency plus actually 20 seats and 20 users. And among them actually the agency plans are actually sold out, as you can see in the page. So there are only these tier 1 and tier 2 deals are available as of now, and there is a 10% discount, that is RW extra 10. As you can see, that is also going to expire in 6 days. So this is the overview of the deal. I find it is very good deal. Okay, and yeah, if you have any questions, please join us, and we will have a live with the founder. Okay, so this is it from my side. So let's get started with the team. Okay, I
Hey everyone, apologies. It looks like my audio isn't working. Let me see
No,
if
yeah,
this
it's
is.
working. It's working. Actually, you are audible and we can hear you. And so Alex is also
I
going to
heard
join us, right?
everything until you have given me the seat, so that's a little bit unusual. Heard everything up until now.
No, it's fine now. You are live actually, so we can hear you. Am I audible?
Not sure if you can hear me. Oh, okay, here we are. Perfect.
Yeah, namaste, Alex.
Hi, hello. How's
Yeah,
it going?
yeah, it's good actually. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, you have been busy with the campaign.
Yeah,
So
it's my pleasure.
yeah, so let's get started. Before that, let me just give a intro about how it goes usually. So we will have around 45 to 60 minutes live. There, we start with the introduction about like team, entrepreneurs, founders, and then product, and then company as well. And then we take that into product level, like product introduction and how it started, like brief history, and we can have walkthrough of the product, like you can show the usual stuff like how to get started. Otherwise you can also show something unique recently launched or something like that. And we will take questions from the community. And then yeah, it goes this way. And once again, welcome you all, and thank you so much for joining us today. And yeah, let's get started. So
All right.
yeah, yes, we can hear you. That's what I have been saying.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Uh, just wanted to see if we've gone over the introductions for the team and for everyone who's here. So my name is Bozidar. I'm here. I'm the product manager at Aimfox, so I'll be happy to give everyone a guide through the app to show you exactly what it does, how it can benefit your use case. And today I'm joined with Alex. Alex is the founder of Aimfox. He'll be basically taking the lead when it comes to everything about like the vision of the product and like what the company is all about. So I'll be showing you a more hands-on experience with the app, and Alex can share everything else. And for all questions, of course, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn after the webinar, after the live Q&A and everything. So I'll be happy to share any information at all times. Basically, it's my main it's my main thing in life right now. So happy to share all these. Um, if Alex, would you like? I mean, I'm not sure how guided we're supposed to be today. So if Alex wants to start off and tell you more about the company, we can do that or not. I
Sure,
had some audio issues, so sorry if anything I'm saying is out of context, guys.
sure. Thank you for the intro, Boj. So yeah, basically, as Bojidar said, we're part of the team that's behind Aimfox, and as yeah, Aimfox basically started. We launched and we did a soft launch in April, March this year. And basically, those first few months, the main focus was just stabilizing the platform, uh, finalizing some features, and just making sure that everything is ready to scale. So yeah, with this Rocket Hub promotion, we've sort of began the scaling of the app. This is one of the efforts that this is one of the things that we're doing. So these lifetime deals, and honestly, the deals are pretty great, and we're definitely not going to be doing anything similar pricing wise anytime soon. So this is a pretty unique opportunity to grab seats and to grab LinkedIn outreach. So yeah, the idea behind the service is basically automate outreach on LinkedIn by targeting a very well targeted audience. Now, as Bozidar will show you in the product demo that he is about to do, we are able to do some very advanced targeting options, different types of targeting campaigns that will allow you to identify your audience. And then towards that audience, you can automate connection requests, messages, free emails, and just start reaching out to them. The results are pretty good. We are able to do to reach out to dozens of people per day. Now we go over some of the specifics and everything. But yeah, in general, what you'll see in the platform is that like you don't have an option to choose how much interactions you're doing. We kind of we do that on the back end, and we do what we think is the safest and best number for your account. However, if, for example, you wish more interaction in your account, then you can contact support. We can up those numbers. So you're going to see there is some flexibility when it comes to the dashboard. Most things are going to be set in stone, but there is going to be some flexibility in terms of potentially doing it. So yeah, Bosch, I'll give the mic back to you, and you can say your thing.
Perfect. Thanks, Alex. And like Alex said, we're fresh on the market, and this promotion is basically the absolute best chance for you to get Aimfox at an incredible rate and to really promote it to your audience. Now, I do apologize for any technical issues that are going to come up, meaning related to my video sharing. It's the first time I'm sharing on Wave. So anything weird, please let me know. I started sharing my screen with this window so we can get started with creating a campaign on Aimfox so we can show exactly how it works. Does everything look okay? Is the screen being shared normally? Can everyone see the Aimfox app?
Yeah, I have shared the screen, so you are live.
All right, perfect. So what Aimfox is and how Aimfox works is it essentially allows you to connect a LinkedIn account and automate interactions on that account. So this means automating, creating customized campaigns that are going to automate your LinkedIn to send connection requests and automatic follow-up requests after someone accepts a connection request, and even send free emails to open profiles on LinkedIn. So it's a very robust tool designed to grow your LinkedIn network. It works on a account level, meaning you can add as many accounts as you want. Every account is considered a separate subscription and also a separate workspace with all separate settings. So you can add as many accounts, and you can even be a member of multiple workspaces at the same time, meaning it's also very easy to work with your team and very easy to work with like scaling businesses. So if you have like up to 10 members, you can have an admin role, you can have member roles, you can have all kinds of things. As you see, I'm the owner of my own account, but I'm a member on Damian's profile. That he's our lead sales guy. If you can always hit him up on LinkedIn as well. But let's get started with the campaign so everyone knows exactly what a campaign is and how it works and how it really helps you get more leads. So Aimfox campaigns, obviously, once you first sign into Aimfox, you're going to have a pretty blank experience. I've started here as a completely new user, so you don't have any previous data really to see. So let's start by creating a campaign. And what is a campaign? A campaign is basically a set of automated actions on a preset audience, meaning you have to find your audience either by searching, which is a search campaign. This is the same as a LinkedIn people search. You can maybe select your audience from a LinkedIn post if you prefer. You can just create a post campaign and give it a post that you want to find engagers of. You can select an event you're attending or maybe a group you're a member of. And if you're an experienced marketer, you can also create a list campaign, which just allows you to upload a fully custom list of LinkedIn URLs. Let's say you have a newsletter and a list of LinkedIn subscribers, you can send that link, just that CSV of LinkedIn accounts into a list campaign, upload it, and bam, that's your audience for the campaign. But let's start with the search campaign because that's like the most, that's the default one, that's the most robust one, and that's the campaign that a lot of first-time users start off with. So this is just going to be, let's engage with the product managers in the US. So let's say product manager outreach US. I can choose what I want to do with these, with my targets in the campaign. So I can either send them a connection request, or maybe I can forego the connection request and send in mails only. So the campaign automatically optimizes a lot of stuff. So some competitors want to micromanage every single bit of activity your account does, and they allow users to really, well, optimize, micromanage, call it however you want, but they give a lot of control to users. That ends up with subpar performance oftentimes, and Aimfox is designed to really take the load off the end user and make it so that every security measure, every interaction measure is automatically taken care of on the back end. Meaning we ensure that your account never performs too many interactions and that you always stay in line with all of LinkedIn's policies. And everything's optimized by default. So you don't have to worry about any of that. But let's say we want to have a campaign that's going to send a connection request and that's also going to send an in-mail if the profile is open. So you don't have to waste your weekly connection requests on all users. You can utilize in-mails as well. And let's set the maximum number of targets for this campaign, which is going to be 1,000. It's 1,000 for all Aimfox campaigns because that is a hard limit on LinkedIn for search results. So let's start here. We're going to be searching for product managers, product manager in the United States, and let's add the US as a location. Now Aimfox is searching for a preview of users that are going to be campaign. Let's start off. I mean, we can add, let's say, let's do this as well. And let's add technology as a filter as well. So we've narrowed it down to a total of 1,600, 167,000. So that's quite a lot. And LinkedIn isn't kind enough to just let you have access to all of these leads. What LinkedIn is going to do, it's going to return a maximum of 1,000 targets for this campaign. So in order to save your account from scraping through all profiles, we're just showing a preview on this page. If you're satisfied with these accounts, you can check them out on LinkedIn by clicking these buttons here. If you're happy with all of that, if Jeremy looks like a good fit for that, and since he's a PM at Google, he's definitely a good fit for this campaign. Let's click next. Now Aimfox is automatically going to search for up to 1,000 leads or targets that are going to be a good fit for this campaign. They're going to be showing up here. You're going to be able to see exactly the progress of this campaign and exactly how it's going to be preparing itself. And you can browse through every single lead every target that you have so far mined in this campaign. You don't have to wait here, since it is going to take a while. You don't have to wait. You can carry on and continue building the campaign. But I just want to show you a few cool things you can do on this screen. You can either remove some users that you feel are not a good fit for this campaign. You can just remove them from the campaign, or you can export them to get all of the publicly available data on their account. This is going to include their description, their name, their position, and a link to their account. This is very useful for marketing purposes, or if you want to just leave these leads for a later campaign. But let's just remove this set of leads and carry on. Let's say they weren't a good fit. Now we just click next. The campaign is going to be updating this number regularly. So you'll see exactly once it's done. Now we're ready to actually build our campaign. And how we call that, how it's called in Aimfox, it's called a campaign flow. So the flow is going to be telling the campaign what you want it to do. Meaning you have to send a connection request, and you can follow up that connection request with a message, with a DM. And if we detect a open profile, those profiles can receive a free in-mail. We never use your paid in-mails. We only use these free in-mails that are sent to open profiles. You can send an in-mail as well. So let's set this up. And of course, you can A/B test several up to 2 flows at a time. So let's say you want to have one with translation, which is also an available feature, or one without, to see which one performs better. But let's add a note. So when you connect with someone, ideally you should have something to say to them. Once we add a note, it will automatically show here, and you will have up to 3 targets preloaded here to see exactly how Aimfox is going to show your note to these targets. Now, when you create a note, you can even create a new template. This is a pre-made template I have here, the PM Casual introduction. But if you create a new template, you can name it anything you want, and you can call upon variables in the customers in your target profile. So let's say, hey, first name, how are things at location? I see you recently started a new position at this. That's just an example. We don't have to build this. Let's say testing template. So you can see exactly how this is going to look between all of these leads. It's automatically replacing all of the variables we added in the template. So you know exactly what you're going to send to people. And you can browse through up to 3 leads. You can turn on translation if you want. It's not going to do much since it's an English campaign and I have my template in English. But if I was targeting users in Europe or users, let's say in France specifically, it would be translating this to French using Google Translate. And we also have the option to enrich every single template. So AI is a huge prop in Aimfox. It's basically something that we'll be focusing on heavily in the future to really, and it's already available right now, to improve your profile, your templates with AI. Meaning it's going to add a set of randomization to every message, and it's going to basically make it seem more legitimate, especially if someone that's sending them is new in the space. If they don't have a pre-built set of templates that they know bring results, it's an awesome way to really ensure that you're sending a high quality outreach message to everyone that you're connecting with. Now, you can also, once your leads accept your message, you can follow up, accept your connection request, you can actually follow up with a welcome DM. So you can say, hey, thanks for connecting. Happy to chat anytime. Now, we don't want to have a delay for the first message, but let's add another one that we're going to send 2 days after we connect, because I want to engage these leads and chat about their favorite project management software and chat about what they want to do. And what their focuses are. So I want to have get a conversation going. So this is a engagement campaign, so to say. Because I'm a PM, I don't really have too much to sell to people. But this is an awesome way to grow my network and really connect with others and broaden my experience. Now, I can also optimize this campaign with in-mails. If you don't want to have, you can also create just an in-mail only campaign by deactivating connection requests when building this initial campaign in the settings screen. So you can also send an in-mail only campaign if you want. So emails, the only real difference between them and connection notes is that they have a different character limit and they have a subject. as you can see the subject here. You see exactly how it's going to look like to the target. So let's say we're happy with this. We don't want to go think too hard about this. Everyone has a specific use case, but you can see this is very robust. So you can set a sequence of unlimited messages. Don't spam people, of course. Keep it up to 3-5 tops messages. They're automatically interrupted if a user responds to you, so you're never going to send something out of context. That's on by default. And of course, we'll always ignore your first degree connections, since we don't want to, there's no reason to ever engage with first degree connections in an outreach campaign, right? Those are for engagement campaigns. But let's say we're happy with this. Let's move on. You can set your schedule anytime that works for you. You can choose any time zone, or if you choose nothing, you can use the target's time zone. So what does this do? This is actually a feature we're super proud of. This is something I mean, don't want to toot my own horn, but this is something that we've never really heard of in another piece of software. What Aimfox has the option to do is to detect the time zone that your targets are in, and then follow your schedule according to their time zone. Meaning, if you want to work between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., you can actually ensure that your campaign is delivered between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. in their time. So even if you're targeting across time zones, it's going to work flawlessly every single time, and it's going to deliver the campaign for maximum open rates to to your targets wherever they are. So it's an incredible feature. We've seen it improve open and response rates by up to 30% when used in a global campaign. So it's absolutely well worth using. Or if you know exactly what works for you, you can select a specific time zone as well. So it's not like that's a problem. You don't have to change your flows just to accommodate what I think is a very cool feature. You can continue using your own workflows as you want. But let's say we don't want to work on Saturdays and Sundays, and on Wednesday we just want to have a little break, and then continue from and then have a little siesta between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And let's say that's how we want to set our working hours for this campaign. If we're happy with all of this, we can see a short summary of the campaign and check if we're happy with it. But let's say I forgot something. Let's say I want to create a split test for this campaign. Let's say I want to actually engage half of these leads with a slightly different template. Let's say I want to have a test if I'm getting better response rates with a normal flow or with a translated flow. Let's do that. So I can see an option here to create a split test. This is basically an A/B test, if you've ever seen it in email marketing. If you haven't, it's going to split this audience into two and send the initial flow to the first half and send the second flow to the second half of targets. So let's just duplicate this one because we don't want to just start over from scratch. But let's just have auto translate on for this other template and see which one is going to perform best. So now we have two options. We have connection flow A and connection flow B, which the first one does not have automatic translation, and the second one does. And that's going to be our A/B test. And we see a short summary of the schedule we'll be using for this campaign. So let's say this looks good. Let's start. So you have the option to start the campaign immediately or to finalize and start a little bit later. Now, since I don't want to get any responses while I'm still holding the demo, let's finalize this one and leave it for later. This campaign is automatically visible in my campaigns tab. It's ready. I can start it at any time by clicking the play button here, and it will automatically be measured here, and you'll be able to see exactly what's happening in the campaign at all times. So these are campaigns. So this is how you get leads with Aimfox. But Aimfox is about more than just getting leads. What Aimfox has are two very big features that accompany campaigns. We have the Lead CRM, which allows you to browse through all of your connections and all of your leads. So this includes everyone you're connected with and everyone you have a conversation with on Aimfox. You can filter them, see exactly who's working at based on companies, based on location. Obviously, we're in Serbia, so I have a lot of connections in Serbia. And let's see, everyone in Serbia from the University of Belgrade. We can add a tag and say that this is a hot lead for change. Obviously, this is just a placeholder, but we can add notes as well. Had a call with the lead. Seems interesting. So this is perfect if you want to engage, if you're managing a sales team, if you just want to have a great way to sort through your connections, and if you want to just have basically a clear overview of all your LinkedIn connections in one place. You can open leads and even go to send them a direct message, and you can see their experience, their skills, everything that's available on LinkedIn, as well as your tags and notes. So you have everything you need to really manage your leads at scale. And you can also add this, have it be accessible to other members of your workspace as well, so that you have a very easy way of managing your leads. And of course, tags are not just for show. You can filter your leads based on tags. Currently, I have up to 2 hot leads, which are Isidora and Karen from Rocket Hub as well. So these are my 2 hottest leads right now, which everything seems good here to me. Now, in addition to all of these, to the leads functionality, you have the integrated inbox. So for the inbox, what this actually does is it allows you to chat with your leads through Aimfox directly. So you never have to leave the app to just go in order to have to search for people on LinkedIn and chat with them there. You can just automatically chat with your leads on LinkedIn. Now, I can't go through my DMs too much since I have some DMs from clients here, and you're very welcome to join the list of clients that DM me from time to time on LinkedIn after the demo is over. So I don't want to spend too much time in the inbox, but what is very important is that you have an easy way to add notes and add notes directly in the inbox. They're automatically visible if you want to just remind yourself, if you want to memorize someone's phone number, if you want to tag them, and if you want to filter them up by their origin. So since this is just a normal connection, it's a profile connection. If Nikola was from a campaign, I would know exactly that he is from a campaign. So hope you're doing well. So I've sent the message to Nikola, and he'll be receiving it on his LinkedIn as well. And as you can see, I've sent him the message on LinkedIn directly. It's synced basically in no time, basically instantly. So Aimfox is working all the time to upgrade the inbox functionality. We have a lot more features coming for inbox, but for now, it's an awesome way to really manage conversations, and synced with leads, it provides a lot of added functionality to core LinkedIn usage. You have your templates page here where you can browse through all of your templates. As you see, these are just the quick templates I've created for this campaign. I've done it in 5 minutes. You can create your own templates at any time, either for notes, for messages, or for emails directly. Very easy to use, as well as backed up with a lot of stats that allow you to optimize and see which ones are performing the best. Now, for one last thing, which is about as important as it's going to get, this is your workspace settings. So this is the page where you manage your subscription, where you manage your billing history, where you see exactly all of the invoices you've generated. Surprise, surprise, I haven't been paying too much for Aimfox, considering I'm helping build it. But I can also add other members to the workspace if I want to really work with my team here. So you can add your members and decide if they're going to be admins or members, since I'm the owner and there's only one owner. But I can add someone as an admin to help me manage things, or as a member if I just want them to have access to leads and inbox and not have them create campaigns. The major difference is that admins can create campaigns while members can only chat with people. And I don't have anyone blacklisted yet, but let's say I want to blacklist someone. It's very easy to do so, and they will be blacklisted on all of the campaigns, and they can never enter any of my campaigns unless I remove them from the blacklist. And this is, in short, a quick summary of Aimfox. I could go on and on about all the fine details, about all the stats you're going to you can see here. You can choose a custom time and preview all of your stats like throughout time. But I wanted to give you a new experience for new users, which is what most of you are going to be, and anyone that you bring to Aimfox is also going to be having a very similar experience as well. So you can filter based on the number of views, the invites you're sending, message requests, follow-up messages, everything that's ever done in Aimfox, you can see here in your overview. And creating a campaign takes no time at all if you know what you want to do with it. So I'm here for any questions you have. I'm here for any really feedback you guys have, and I'll be happy to answer more of your questions about the app and about everything.
Yeah, thank you so much for detailed walkthrough. Actually, it's been more detailed, and I think you have covered all of the features existing there. Uh, so I tried it myself, so I also felt good actually. So like we can access the leads, we can even access messages like inbox, and also we can schedule the campaigns and see the performance actually. And also I'm pretty much impressed with the split test feature. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, it should be a good one anyway. So yeah, and you ask like, do you have any questions? Actually, we have got a lot of questions already from the community, so we can take them up. Shall we start? Okay. Yeah, let's get started. How differently will it work in a Sales Navigator, LinkedIn Premium, and simple LinkedIn plan?
So for right now, Aimfox supports LinkedIn Premium and free LinkedIn accounts. Sales Navigator is being developed, and it's scheduled to release later this year or early next year. Since Sales Navigator has been undergoing a lot of updates, and a lot of competitors that do offer Sales Navigator, they do not have full support for the latest version, and there's a lot of unexpected behavior that can happen, and we don't want to just launch this and pretend like it's a full functioning feature like a lot of other software does right now. So there's a lot of instability overall, since Sales Navigator is technically a completely separate app from basic LinkedIn. So this is something that is highly requested. We're working on it, and we'll be sure to add it as soon as possible, since it just makes sense, obviously. But for basic LinkedIn, it's completely supported, and LinkedIn Premium is also completely supported. In fact, we advise all users to have LinkedIn Premium when using Aimfox, if possible, since LinkedIn Premium allows you to add unlimited connection nodes to your campaigns, since otherwise your connection nodes will be limited to only 5 a month. It's just a hard limitation on LinkedIn for most profiles, and it's something that cannot be avoided. So having LinkedIn Premium allows you to send unlimited connection nodes, which in turn just makes everything much more efficient. And the same goes for finding more targets through your search campaigns. So Aimfox fully supports both free and paid LinkedIn, but paid LinkedIn just performs better in general.
Okay, so I had there is this confusion as well. So why it is better to use Aimfox with LinkedIn rather than Sales Navigator? Is there any competition between Sales Navigator and Aimfox? Like means common features?
Uh, I mean, realistically, Aimfox is used for automation, and Sales Navigator is used to pull up leads and allows users to have advanced filtering features on LinkedIn, so to say. So they're not really at odds with each other at all. If you're serious about LinkedIn, you want to have both of them. And if you have the option to get URLs from your Sales Navigator lists, so if you can just grab the LinkedIn links from your Sales Navigator lists, you can actually create a custom or a list campaign in Aimfox, which is going to do the exact same thing as if Sales Navigator was natively supported. So you do have a way to reach your Sales Navigator leads without too much trouble and to automate campaigns on those leads. It's just that right now the integration isn't all the way there.
Okay. Are there any limits on the leads?
Uh, Not that many limits, meaning that, so it's LinkedIn and everything's limited. Just a disclaimer before I get into the fine details. So on LinkedIn, you cannot get more than 1,000 search results when creating a search campaign. It's simply impossible. LinkedIn will not return more than 1,000 results. That's it. That's all you get. Unless you're in Sales Navigator, then you can get up to 2,500. So that's it. That's like between 1,000 and 2,500 targets. That's all you can get. And that's really the only real limitation we have in terms of leads. So most of our campaigns are capped at 1,000 leads just because LinkedIn has very hard interaction limits, meaning you're allowed to perform, at least most accounts are allowed to perform starting off with 100 connection requests and 100 in-mails per week. If you are a seasoned account, an experienced account, you can do more than that. We've had customers, Alex definitely spoke with a few users that have been able to send upwards of a 400, 500 invites a week without too much trouble. We support that as well. So if you want to work at a higher speed, if you believe your profile can do that, you can reach out to our support on the live chat. We'll set it up for you. But by default, it's not visible on the dashboard to prevent first-time users from making a huge mistake and getting their profiles temporarily blocked. So there's not, even if you get blocked, it's not too much of an issue. It's just a connection block that lasts upwards of 7 days. So there's never been anything serious that's happened in case of using LinkedIn automation, at least legitimately with a legitimate profile. If you create a profile that doesn't exist and you start automating your interactions within 2 seconds of creating the profile, you're probably going to get more than a block. But I mean, that's just abuse, and LinkedIn does have a way of detecting that. But for legitimate accounts, legitimate users, there has never ever been anything more than just a temporarily slowing down your connection rate. Really all it is.
The CRM integrated with Boost Space.
Um,
This is like Boost Space is built on top of make.com.
mhm.
So I think if it is integrated with Make, it's automatically integrated with Boost Space.
Right now, we don't have supports with any specific CRMs, but we do have integrations with Zapier. So Inbox is in beta on Zapier right now. and you can set up zaps to automate basically everything from getting, let's say, when you get a new lead, send them to a Google Sheet or update any other software that's already integrated with Zapier. So we have that as a version one of integrations. For specific integrations, any requests you have, you can send them my way or you can send them to the live chat, and we'll keep them in consideration for when we're working on future collaborations.
Yeah. Sorry, one second. Okay, yeah, split test is fantastic. A compliment.
Happy to hear that.
And any signature option. I think while
Uh,
sending out the campaigns, yes.
Not right now, but I do like the feature request. So for any feature request, you can send that to our customer support on the live chat, and we keep a very detailed list of feature requests on our side to carefully implement in the roadmap. So for signatures, it's a little bit tricky since messages have a very strict limit. So connection notes can only have up to 250 characters. And if you're using variables in your connection notes, let's say you call upon the user's occupation or first name or last name or location, those can vary wildly. And that means you can end up with a random set of between 50 and 100 characters that are just going to be all over the place. So it's very hard to know exactly how long a message is going to be. So we don't really, that's what we opted not to have, like signatures and other additional character intensive features right now. But with AI, that's one of the benefits of AI, especially, is you can call upon variables in your campaigns, and AI is going to ensure that they still stay within the character limits for notes, for example. So let's say someone is, I mean, hypothetically, someone from France has a longer name than someone from the US. There's just more characters in a typical French last name than in a typical American last name. That's just the truth of it. So sending the same campaign is going to end up with different character counts. AI can help trim that. But for signatures, cool feature requests, we'll definitely consider it.
I think you just answered about variables as well, right? How is
Uh,
different from Galaxy and Closely? How secure is LinkedIn account since LinkedIn not allow automation platform?
if I'm not mistaken, Galaxy is a Chrome extension, so our main priority right now is not to have any extra burden on the user in order to install additional software, additional add-ons, and things like that to your Chrome. So it's all everything in Aimfox can be done in the app. You never have to leave the app. It's a all-in-one solution, especially if you're managing a team, and that really eases training for answering messages. That eases training for creating campaigns, and there's no need to like jump between LinkedIn and the Aimfox app to like paste URLs of your searches and things like that. So generally, it's a more user-friendly experience. That's the main difference. And for security, there has been no issues. Every account gets a dedicated IP address, and we make sure to stay within all of LinkedIn's interaction limits as not to cause any raise any flags with LinkedIn. Which brings me to my previous point about interaction limits. So if you know your profile, we automatically start with the most secure interaction limits. If you want to go higher than that, you're allowed to do so. You just have to contact our team and discuss with them and have them increase the limits for you if that's something that you want. But by default, the
Okay.
customer is protected.
So to simply put, actually, Aimfox is powered by LinkedIn official API, so there is less risk of not say less, almost negligible risk of account ban, right? Because the other Chrome extensions are actually prohibited actually by LinkedIn. That's what I understood, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Aimfox has a lot of security measures in place that are going to keep your account safe. Ultimately, that's it. If you want to uh, go extremely aggressive with your automation, uh, at least first you have to talk to our support, and we can try to talk you out of it. So that's really the main
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Actually, that happens with every platform, not just
Yeah,
LinkedIn. Even if you are using some official API, if you are going beyond the threshold, actually they are going to hold. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Next question is like, is there any conditional message sequences? Maybe kind
Mm,
of chatbot flow based upon the reply. Uh, if they click on like if submit is something like yes or no, kind of stuff.
We don't support that right now, but interesting feature request. We can look into that and see if it's something that makes sense to implement based on how much people suggest it. But I mean, I'm always up for more features. I do product, so of course I'm like all more. But yes.
Yeah. What are the measures that can be taken to avoid getting flagged or banned from LinkedIn?
Do not spam, number one. So when sending follow-up messages, make sure to have your messages be meaningful and provide value to your targets. Have them just make sense, really. Like that's it. So uh, don't send too many messages at the end of the
Yeah.
day. That's it. So connection notes are fine, but don't spam people with like follow-ups every hour or so. Aimfox automatically does stop your message sequences. So you have a sequence of like 20 messages you want to send out. As soon as someone replies, we're just going to stop everything and you're not going to send any remaining messages that are queued up for that target to avoid sending communication out of context and things like that. But it also helps keep your account stay safe. So yeah.
Okay. So uh, the another suggestion is like regarding any outreach campaigns. With my experience, that we need to get started small rather than sending a lot of messages at once. So keep start with some low, small number and increase them regularly, day by day. That's how it should be.
Yes, you can also handle that with campaign sizes, so you don't have to start off with like the largest campaign if you're unsure. But as long as it's a legitimate LinkedIn account that's had activity before Aimfox, you'll be fine
Yeah.
with all of our measures in place.
Okay. How many split tests can we do at same time?
You can do 2 split tests per campaign. So it's capped at 2 right now. And right now it's dumb, meaning that we don't choose the winner and then do any automation based on that. It's just for collecting data to let you know, give you more actionable info on how you want to customize your campaigns, how you want to set everything up. But in the future, we're talking like a few months from now, most likely, we'll have the option to choose a winner, meaning you have 2 split tests. One's getting a 25% response rate, and the other one's getting 10%. We're gonna send a sample and reroute everyone to receive the split test that's getting a better response rate. So you'll have that option in the long run as well.
Will it save for our account if using automation features? Sorry for my question. Yeah, just confirmation.
Absolutely, yes. It depends on every account, of course. Like if you've received 27 different warnings from LinkedIn, or if you've been doing some other incredibly high risk activity, that's something we can't really say since it's just between you and LinkedIn at that point. But for normal users, they can jump into automation without any concern at all. So that's not going to be a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Will it help in LinkedIn ads also?
It has no real impact on LinkedIn ads. So I mean, this is for personal accounts. It's not going to, for individual accounts, it's not going to change anything with how your ads perform.
Okay. How do you optimize the frequency of connection request and warming up?
Um, So we have limits in place to protect accounts. We have both daily and weekly limits for accounts, meaning that you've seen you can set a schedule to be very flexible, right? You can have just one working day in the entire week. So, or you can have up to 7, of course. So you can be very flexible with your schedules. We have a dynamic limit for interactions, so for connections and for messages and for emails. We have limits by the hour and limits by week. So you're never sending more messages than you should be sending, and you're never sending messages too fast. So it always looks real and never raises any red flags with LinkedIn. And it's been so effective that it basically automatically stays within all of LinkedIn's limits without even too much of a warm up. You'll start seeing results immediately, basically.
Okay, yeah. Will our data and our account be safe?
Yes, I don't even have anything else to add there. It just will be safe. It is safe. Despite our products being mostly marketing focused and Aimfox especially being marketing focused, we are a cybersecurity company first and foremost, and your data safety is paramount to us.
Okay, why edit campaigns? Delete the setting. Need to enter the selection criteria again. Okay.
Incredible questions. You've definitely had some experience with Aimfox if you're asking those questions, Pavani. Let's start off one by one. So when you perform a search, on a specific set of targets, you're basically scraping 1,000 targets from LinkedIn. You're scraping 1,000 leads from LinkedIn, and that takes time. And it's also very resource intensive for your account. So your account actually can get blocked from finding new profiles, meaning you need to make sure that you're not scraping too many profiles too fast. And if you want to completely reset your targeting, that takes time and that takes resources for your account. So it's basically a necessary measure, meaning that if you change your entire targeting set, you have to change everything for that campaign since everything starts from scratch. It's a very common pain point, but it's just tied to LinkedIn's limits, to LinkedIn security, to all kinds of things, and it cannot be changed right now. But if we have the option in the tech to allow you to completely change your targeting without resetting your campaign, we will implement it as soon as possible. But right now, it is just a hard limitation on LinkedIn. And it's also something that actually happens in the background with a lot of other competitors as well, except they just pretend it's not happening in a sense, meaning it's just giving kind of misleading information to the end user. But either way, I don't want to get too much into that. And for selection criteria, actually 6 is the maximum you can add on LinkedIn as well. So the way LinkedIn ads, what Pavani is referring to are keywords for campaigns. Meaning I've added 2 keywords in my example. I've added product manager and I've added United States. I cannot add more than 6 keywords because the way it works is basically there's logical operators between each keyword. So that campaign is searching for, let's say, product managers or United States. So it's searching for those matches. If you add 6, you're searching for product manager or United States and UX and this and that and that. And there's actually a hidden limit on LinkedIn of 6. You cannot add more than 6. You can try to add 7 phrases with logical operators between them on LinkedIn. You will just get a blank result. LinkedIn doesn't actually support it. So it's a hard LinkedIn limit. Incredible question. Sorry I went off the track, but it's actually wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. So, do I need LinkedIn Premium for using this tool? Not absolutely, but as you said, it works better if it is there, right?
Yes. You don't need LinkedIn Premium, but if you have LinkedIn Premium, you can add connection notes to your campaigns. So Without LinkedIn Premium, you cannot add a note to your campaigns since you're limited to only having 5 per month.
Yeah, compliment. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And can we save all our old campaigns?
I'm not sure what that means, but if you're referring to exporting data from your old campaigns, we don't support that right now, but we are considering having some feature like that early next year, since a lot of users are moving from similar platforms to Aimfox. So it might make sense to allow them to more easily import features. And if we're importing into campaigns, we'll be able to export out of campaigns as well. So let's say early next year.
Okay. Does it has webhooks API if you want to send the data for that?
Not right now. Not right now, but it has been requested. So we will keep you posted as soon as we have like a similar date.
Yeah, another similar question. Pabli integration. So this is also similar to JPR. A lot of our
Uh,
LTD community use Pabli Connect. So yeah, that is also in the request.
for integrations, we only have Zapier right now. So if you can make it work with Zapier, you can make it work with Aimfox. If not, send us your requests and we'll review them and see if it's possible to add.
Yeah, sure. So I like the tool and UI. I just wanted to ask any plans for the YouTube codes, and can you explain more about in-mail feature? This I think it is different from the competitor. Okay.
Uh, I'm not familiar with the YouTube course, so I don't really have too much information there. But for the in-mails, what I can say is that in-mails, that feature sends an in-mail to any open profile in your targeting. Meaning if you have a list of 1,000 targets, 200 of them have open in-mails, open profiles. Those 200 targets are going to receive in-mails. So you won't send them any connection requests or message requests. So you'll be able to send them a in-mail instead. And if you want to have in-mail only campaigns, meaning to have a campaign that does not send any connection requests and only sends in-mails, you can create a campaign, switch your connect to off in that campaign on the first screen, and then you'll be sending in-mails only. So that campaign won't really send in-mails to every single target, but it will send to every target that it can send, right? Since only a certain percentage of users have open profiles, between 10 and 20%. So you can always have a certain set of users that are receiving free emails.
How many member in your development team? Okay.
Right now there's about, I'm not just counting the developers. Right now there's about 30 people working on Aimfox and it's being developed constantly. We have a full redesign of the dashboard actually coming up, scheduled in the next 2 months. And we have some other very exciting features in the works.
Okay. How often do you guys check what new things LinkedIn implement to catch people using automated tools? Okay.
Every second. Every second, like we listen for any errors with LinkedIn API at all times. Realistically, it's going to be us letting everyone else know if there's been any changes rather than the other way around. So at all times.
Okay. So does old LinkedIn account get any benefit from ban? Age of the
Hmm.
LinkedIn account.
Hmm. I'm not quite sure I understand that, to be honest. What's the main problem there? Can you rephrase?
Sorry, means actually usually not just LinkedIn, but emails and social media accounts and all. They are calculating the age of the account, social media account. So when they are considering the ban or something, some activity like observing the abnormal activity, they will consider the age of the social media account. So that is the question. So when we are getting the ban from LinkedIn, is there any benefit? Like if it is the old LinkedIn account?
Hmm. So we don't have a lot of experience with banned accounts. I'm talking deleted, disabled, removed from LinkedIn accounts. Like we have no experience with that. We just tested how fast we can ban an account once, which was when we created an account with a gibberish first name and like a gibberish last name that didn't attend any colleges or anything. So we just made an account and tried to delete it. That's the only account that's ever been deleted on Aimfox. You can do that yourself. Just go and connect with 20 people with an account called, I don't know, whatever you want, 123, 123, 123. And older accounts perform better generally. So you can expect to get better treatment from LinkedIn always and any other social media the older your account is. So the older the better, realistically.
And we have this question. I saw in Rocket Hub that we can't unlink the LinkedIn account. Why is that so?
Aimfox right now works on, it doesn't really work on seats. It works on subscriptions and on LinkedIn accounts. So once you connect an account, we have to. So the way Aimfox works is that you get free access to Aimfox forever with the free plan. The free plan gives you access to LinkedIn to LinkedIn leads, so the lead CRM and the inbox. But the campaigns, they're part of the paid program, so the part of the paid subscription. So with Rocket Hub, at least with our previous promotion, users were able to get lifetime deals for the outreach plan. And that really worked to base. And then we have to set everything up. We have to set up the account, script the targets, script their leads, and unlinking them was just not supported. Right now, if you have to unlink an account for whatever reason, so let's say an account gets banned, an account gets disabled, an employee leaves your company, you can contact support and they should be able to help you out with that. Now, I mostly do product, and if there's been any change with the arrangement between Rocket Hub and Aimfox, I might be a little bit out of the loop there. So for any up-to-date information, contact the Rocket Hub team, and they will be able to help you out with that.
Okay. So what is your roadmap?
We don't have a roadmap, a public roadmap, that is right now, since we're still gathering feedback from first-time users, and we do not want to set any unrealistic expectations. For example, just on this call, I've received at least a couple of feature requests. Some of them make sense to implement earlier rather than later. So next year or later this year, we most likely will have a public roadmap when we know exactly what features are going to be delivered soon. As of right now, what I can say is that the next features in the production pipeline are a visual update to the dashboard and a major and upgrading the multi-user and multi-account support. So we're talking about a unified inbox. We're talking about having multiple LinkedIn accounts on one Aimfox workspace and things like that. So Unibox and campaigns that can be sent from specific accounts. So if you have 10 accounts, you can set a campaign for one account.
Okay. So yeah, LinkedIn is honestly complex. What challenges are you guys facing? A lot.
A lot. A lot. One of the weirdest problems we had recently was that certain LinkedIn posts are just different from others. Like they just use a completely different code. So certain customers were getting random bugs when trying to use those certain posts in their targeting. And it's only about 7% of posts, but they're just wrong. They just use a very old data set that makes no sense. Uh, I mean, LinkedIn is a very old platform. It's gaining traction in the recent years, and it's gaining more users than ever. But LinkedIn itself is very, very old. So there's a lot of old code, and they're going to be refactoring some things soon. So yeah.
Okay, we have another question. Like, do you have any community YouTube channels where we can see tutorials and ask questions? Any FB community or Discord or anything like that?
We will have I think a YouTube community is in the works right now. So something with a lot of guides and how-tos, but we don't have a release for that since there's a lot of questions about Aimfox, and with the new redesign coming, we don't want to give users any inaccurate information, especially locked in video format as of right now. But we will be growing Aimfox as a community. Right now, you can always reach out to any member of the team on LinkedIn. We're all very public. It's not like it's a secret who's working in the company, so you can check us out and chat with us there.
Okay, so I have this question. There are the agency plans are sold out actually on Rocket Hub, like agency and agency plus. Uh, will they be coming back, or what is the status?
For agency plans, I can't say right now, since the marketing team is generally working towards those deals. Uh, so it's something that you'll just have to keep an eye out on Rocket Hub and on Aimfox and see what deals are coming next. But the agency deals have we've had a very nice experience with them. We love the feedback from all the customers. They're very advanced users, and it's been a pleasure chatting with a few of them as well. So I'm definitely open to having something like that in the future, but it's a joint decision, and it's mostly a marketing and management thing.
Yeah. Okay, so this is it from our community. I think we
Hmm.
have had more than 60 minutes. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much again for joining us today. And the product is fantastic. Hopefully, we'll see you in the nice MRR by next year, ARR MRR, and we'll be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and actually, I really appreciate your laser focus, only focusing on outreach on LinkedIn. That is one social media platform, and also on LinkedIn there are a lot of stuff, but still your focus is on outreach campaigns and lead generation. So and as you said, LinkedIn is actually outgrowing other platforms in terms of business actually, not the users or some stuff, but business and lead generation. So I think this Aimfox will be the right platform to get started if somebody is looking to get some results on the LinkedIn. And that is also uh, I personally suggest get started with outreach campaigns as well, and organic content generation stuff. So it will work very efficiently. I have seen that a lot of people are doing that, and because we also do product launches with other founders, and they do approaches to publish them in the communities, that stuff and all. So I think they this is one use case, like we can scrape the profiles from product and whoever is active on the platform and approach them on LinkedIn by sending connection request and outreach campaigns through Aimfox. And I think when you're launching on product hunt, you're going to get a lot of support. So this is one use case I've been seeing lately, because a lot of founders actually approaching me on LinkedIn because I mentioned profile and product hunt. So yeah, that is actually because in on the other side, actually, I'm also very much curious and interested to support the founders. So it's like not spam or not unnecessary stuff, because that is relevant and I'm interested. So it's like win-win situation for both of us.
Exactly. LinkedIn is just the place to discuss business right now, and you can't really beat it. When you get a weird email, you have kind of reservations about who it's from. If it's on LinkedIn, you're already in that mind space to chat with people, to see what they have to offer, what you have to offer them, if it makes sense to work out a deal or not. It's been a very positive experience for basically every single user on Aimfox, and they're all really realizing like the potential of LinkedIn by using the app. They were just a lot of people just want to play around with it, see like, oh hey, maybe it makes sense, and it usually ends up making a lot of sense for them.
Okay, then, yeah, this is it from our side today. Thanks again for joining us, and thanks, Alex, as well. So, all the best, and let's be in touch. Let's come up with another live maybe after some time. uh,
Absolutely, it was a pleasure. Thanks for
yeah,
hosting.
it's our pleasure, and please join us, our community, and you can share updates. Otherwise, you can even collect some feedback from the community and users as well.
Absolutely, will do.
Yeah,
Thanks you again,
thanks so
and
much.
chat some other time. Bye bye.
Sure. Yeah, bye. Namaste.
Good.
So, guys, this is it from today, and I hope you enjoyed the live session today. And today there are a lot of questions were there on the live as well. Do you have any feedback? And please share with me. And if you have any feedback for the founder, you can approach them on the website chat. Otherwise, you can, I think, yeah, you can even post the feedback in our community, and you can tag the founder. Otherwise, we'll tag the founder, no issues. So your feedback will reach them out if it is general. And if it is something private or support needed, you can contact them on it anytime. And as far as I have tried Aimfox, actually I have tried other tools as well earlier. This is neat and very. It is working powered by actually LinkedIn API, official API. So there is very less chance of ban or suspension or hold, something like that. But still be careful, because you never know about the social media platforms. They control everything, and their algorithms keep updating, and most of the stuff are done by now AI chatbots, AI stuff. So please be careful, and I think you will see good returns on LinkedIn if you focus on working on that consistently. So the best way is like uh, doing some organic stuff, and then outreach as well. Keep them in sync. Thank you so much for joining us again, and yeah, your feel free. You are welcome to share your feedback about our community deals, uh, discussions, lives, anything. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please join our Facebook community if you haven't. Okay, this is our community, and this is our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Take care. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Take care. Thank you. Yeah, it's our pleasure. I enjoy this really. That's why I'm able to do this, and my team supports very well. Okay. So yeah, and thanks for your support as well.